April 18th, 1:20 p.m. Right Anything Agency. Welcome back, everybody. Hello. It's time for some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. In the last episode, we got a little bit of a stunner there at the end of the trial here in case 2. And now we got to go into a day 2 of investigating. Now, it's not really that big of a stunner, because when I started off the case at the beginning of the episode, like episode 2, I figured, you know, most cases after the first one usually last more than a day. Usually. Unless there's just, like, the trial has a big second part to it or whatever. But in this case, the trial was long, and then there's another day of investigation anyways, because, well, we don't have anything to convict. Or I didn't say we don't have anything. We didn't have any reason in court to bring in the true final suspect who did it. So I think today we're gonna finally, find some evidence, maybe even have some more encounters with the dickbag who did it. Who I'm blanking on his name. LaBelle, Patty LaBelle, right? That guy. I was trying to remember his damn name. I knew his face. But anyway, so we're back here at the law office. Here we go. Day 2 of investigating. Start. Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented to say the least. Right. Oh yeah, and the dad tried to come in hot, acting like he was possessed by the yokai. That was a whole shit show. I don't know if we're gonna have to sit there and disprove that too, but that might happen also on day 2 here. I am Tenmataro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon? Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit. Oh, okay. Wait, what about the investigation? Back! Eek! Whoa, Trucy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep. I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick. Yeah, those ones. I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all the craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape. And whoever did that was the Tenmataro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw. Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct. The real fight starts right now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. Oh, wow. Jesus. Why you always gotta bring your panties? Okay, those are... Wait, what? 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Wait. Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panties. Hold on, what did she take away? She can't... Dude. She took away a piece of evidence we needed. I know, like, she took away the talisman. I don't know if that's important, but, like, the thing that was on the door, I don't know if that really is that important. But the one that she took away that I know we're going to end up needing is that fucking wrestling time thing. Oh my god, that's fucking silly. Bring it back! We gonna need that! Damn it. There'll probably be a moment where we realize we're gonna need that. I wonder where all that stuff goes. Into her panties, duh. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vámonos, apoyo. Vámonos, apoyo. I'm gonna call him apoyo to go along with the Spanish accent. Vámonos, apoyo. Vámonos. Alright, well, straight to the crime scene we go, I guess. No wasted time here. April 18th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct? Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so... Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need. The air duct is the key. We know the Tenmataro impersonator used it to make an escape. Indeed we do. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the Fox Chamber through the hallway door. Yes, yes. Then after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key in the flux chamber through the air vent here. Sorry for the yawn. And then went back through the air duct and fled the manor. Easy peasy. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. Hell yeah. If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. That would be cool. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting! How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Why couldn't we just go through the air vent ourselves on the other side in the hallway? Anyway, whatever. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. Flashlight? There's a thick layer of dust in here. I don't get it. What? Find anything? Yikes! Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust. Yeah, dust. Lots of dust. So what'd you find? You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time? Uh-oh. Are you implying that nobody went through the vent? Uh-oh. Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office. Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail? I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through that duct lately? Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor Tenma is going to be fingered as the killer. Why do you have to use the word fingered, man? They'll be fingering anybody. But if we don't turn things around quickly, in justice we trust. Ah! Ha ha ha! Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Ah! Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden. And I'm back to my old devastated self. Oh, come on! Where's the never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man! Bring it on! Let me suffer in peace. Ha ha ha! Justice prevails once more! It's not over yet, and besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do. Are you calling me a bad guy? Me? Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice? Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here, bitch. Information? About the investigation? All right, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again, understood? Stopped acting like one, then. We did it, Apollo. Yeah, but how long can we keep this up? Well, he's an idiot, so, you know. He's got that gumshoe that gumshoe idiot syndrome. Anyway, tell me about some stuff, bro. I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs. Oh. She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad. Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak. Do you? I doubt that'll teach him anything. Yeah, he'll probably just write dotard 1,000 times. Dotard. That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Okay. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer. Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it. Whoa, calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. What is that? That's the stick that jingle jangles. It was at the base of the cliff just outside QB Manor. Yeah, see, proof that he threw everything out the window. Wait, that isn't the staff Tenma Taro was supposedly carrying, is it? The one and only Ms. Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way! Well, what about Prince?
Nope, no Prince. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway. Well, Prince or no Prince, it's not gonna work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. Okay. But if that's the case, then where in the mansion did Tenma Taro get it from? That is a good question, actually. It's Yuna's staff, basically, Omega. Kinda. And DJ, you're back already? That was fast. Huge news in the Indie Direct. Absolutely nothing of much importance. Wow. Cool. Love that. Well, I guess I won't worry about looking at it later. Was it super short? Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the amazing Ninetales? He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The amazing Ninetales fans are so angry they even tried to storm the detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestler hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the amazing Ninetales?
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. There are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate.
We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client?
Oh yeah!
Dummy. You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure 4 leg lock. Nice, the figure 4 leg lock. Ric Flair style, baby. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know? Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What did he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words, I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals. And other things of that nature.
I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know. Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha-ha!
What now, Apollo?
How about regrouping back at the agency?
Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there.
Okay, I guess that's what we're going to go do. So anyway, the direct was only about 15 minutes long. Okay. The likelihood of Silksong being out this year about 1%. And we'll see, Tara. We'll see. But welcome in. Still used by many wrestlers today. Are you talking about the mask, Omega? Because absolutely, there's tons of masked wrestlers out there, especially luchadors that wrestle in Mexico. Lots of masked wrestlers, for sure. It's very traditional down there. Alright, so I guess we're done talking to this dude. I don't know if there's any reason to present this dude anything. Although, I don't think I ever did this. Oh, you mean the figure 4 leg lock. Oh yeah, the figure 4 is classic. I think the person who uses it the most, and she actually calls it the figure 8 because she does a whole like back bridge thing while she does it, is Charlotte Flair, who is Ric Flair's daughter. But anyway, I'm going to present him this because it's important. So this is my attorney's badge. No, presented with more confidence and conviction. Like this. In justice we trust. Okay, how's this? Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Here comes justice. That was amazing. But you know what they say, practice makes perfect. Let's see how you do it 10 more times.
Okay, I'll try my best. Apollo, what are you doing?
How do you talk me into this? I couldn't help myself. I don't know if we got to present this to anything else. I'm not going to do it right now. Let's just move on back to, I guess, the anything agency and see what we need to do next, I guess. Alright. April 18th, right anything agency. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases.
And I'll...
Go do some research on exorcisms.
Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down.
In other words, business as usual, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time, it's like we're bound and gagged, too.
Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Ooh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here, too. This has got to be Phoenix, right? Phoenix, right?
Mr. Right.
Absolutely. How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena?
I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before.
Really? What happened? Well, let's talk about it. Our defense. I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know! I never had to defend a yokai before. That business about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice.
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped the locked room. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news.
How are we going to get out of this one?
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Force a smile?
Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning for the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? You and Athena? So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all.
I knew she was a lawyer material from the moment I met her, and I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions.
Aw, it's nothing special.
Maybe I've underestimated the analytical psychology of hers.
It's just, I thought if that my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard.
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal, like she's trying to help somebody she knows. We'll learn more about that later, I'm sure.
Alright, I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Don't stop believing in your fucking client. Right. Mr. Wright.
Yes?
I'm going to visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. All right, time to see what's new down at the detention center. All right, I got a little more. I had to, when Wright and Apollo are talking to each other, I gotta sit there and try to distinguish them a little bit. But when we're back to just Apollo, you already know, back to, normal voice, just to save my voice a little bit, especially in the early morning here when we're still morning trote. April 18th, detention center, visitors room.
Mayor Tenma, we wanted to talk to you about something. Kasha! Eek! Kaka! Kaka! So my minions have returned! Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai.
I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to the Mayor Tenma again.
Silence, peddler of the legal trade! Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste! Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him win his freedom.
Still, can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed, you know what I mean?
If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help you in whatever manner I may. Now ask me! Ask of me what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. You fucking weirdo. Let's start talking about them feathers and tracks, I guess. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Tenma, king of the underworld, they be. The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand. Caw-caw, caw-caw!
The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once.
Huh? Why? Oh, sorry. He went back into Mayor Tenma mode. Mayor Tenma, is that you?
Well now. Damien appears to still reside within this body. But I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien.
I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman Cubey, did you?
I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I, for if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving naught but ash.
Yikes. So you're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clubbed with this statue. I better ask about this, too. Alright. Well, let's ask him what he remembered. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed I have. I regurgitated this key that but a short while ago.
What? You swallowed the key? Why?
Behold, the key to the Forbidden Chamber!
Oh, shit. So there was a key! So we can get in there. You know, I've been waiting for that moment to where we can go in that chamber. I know we had the whole air duct thing, and apparently that's fallen apart. But the only other solution is that chamber does open. So, confirmed. This is the twist that we needed right here. The key to the chamber. Whoa! Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
Bah! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer, did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. He sought to bar the killer entry to the Forbidden Chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight?
But no fingerprints shall you find upon that key.
How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal! You would have me, Tenma, act as some asinine alchemist? I but asked the jailer, and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Caw-caw, caw-caw!
Always an honor to serve, your malevolence. Wow.
Guess I'm not the only one who scares the living daylights out of. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door. Curse that infernal door! But if I had known its manner of opening long, long ago, would I have made my return?
He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works. So we got a new key. Interesting. Forbidden Chamber key added to the court record. The key that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. No fingerprints could be lifted from it. So no fingerprints on it. And the mayor's implying that he took it and swallowed it. So did the killer already have it? Or did he swallow it before the killer even got to use it? Like, I'm unclear as to how he got the key. They implied I should also ask him about this, so let's present it and see if it has any extra dialogue.
What, might I ask, is that?
The statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing.
Yes. Something wrapped in just such a cloth
something wrapped in just such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Cubey, it would seem. He, however, had not a chance to see till now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck?
Of that, Damien does not know.
A secret gift. Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. I should question him about the blackmail letter, too. Oh, yeah. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. Yeah, okay. That's a good idea. Blackmail letter. I almost forgot about the blackmail letter.
Why, this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Apparently somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Caw-caw, caw-caw! You have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal.
Alright, ask him about the letter. Who placed this in Alderman's pocket?
Very few were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the Alderman's pocket.
Ah, could it have been his doing?
Mr. Taro, did you just remember something?
Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of the letter. Damien's aide, Florent LaBelle.
There it is. We just needed one implication to have to start asking this guy questions. Here we go.
Full knowledge of that briefcase contents did that aide possess.
And he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
That is preposterous. He's a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
Seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him. Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter in the alderman's pocket. Look out, Florent LaBelle. Here comes justice!
Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals.
Hell yeah. Thanks for your help. Or for the help. You've just given us a major lead. Blackmail letter updated. Threatening letter sent to Mayor. It's highly likely that it was LaBelle who took it from the mayor's briefcase. There you go. Booyah.
There's something that still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle's the killer, what could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber?
We should probably search it for clues.
Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole?
Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Alright, so we got two things to go do. Talk to Jinxie and talk to LaBelle. Fucking Patty himself. Greed can cause some many betrayals. Take that from Schmeagol. Schmeagol. Don't get me started on my Schmeagol voice, I'm making. Don't do it! Don't do it! Anyway, I don't know where she's going to be hanging out, but I'll also start with Yokai Lane. April 18th. Nine Tails Vale. Yokai Lane. Hey, is that... Oh, there she is. Perfect. That's the first person I wanted to talk to.
You dare imprison me?
Jinxie. She's acting really strange. Uh-oh. She's possessed by a yokai. No!
That loathsome nine-tailed fox. He shall know the terror that is mine in despair. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you.
Jinxie, are you alright?
Eek!
Ah!
Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Morning, Jinxie.
Morning. Isn't it already past noon? And what am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap back at the manor. Oh no! It must have been the Makura Gaeshi.
The Makura Gaeshi?
Ever wake after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Well, it's that yokai's fault. The Makura Gaeshi preys on people while they're asleep.
Sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight. Or maybe a snug sleeping bag? Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead?
I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me.
I'd say we had more than an adequate demonstration of that just now.
I'd better reapply them.
Alright, she's good. Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you.
There was something I wanted to tell you, too. I remembered something else.
You did? What was it? I don't know. Tell me, bitch. What did you remember? Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here it goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door.
Wait, what? Are you sure?
Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now.
So you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why? Because Jinxie is already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it'll totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Ah! Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that. Ah, man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Yeah. Well, not a helpful detail, but also is a helpful detail once we have somebody else to blame. But alright, Forbidden Chamber, here we go. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't really have a keyhole, or doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will disappear.
A secret mechanism? Really?
Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. But only Alderman QB knew what it was and how it worked.
The Alderman of Ninetails Vale sure loved his secrets.
Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism.
Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. Even the Manor's master key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room that must never be opened.
Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. Okay, but it does explain how he got in there to do the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so... So the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain. Forbidden Chamber key updated in the court record. So the key that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed, there's only one of its kind. That's all. That's the new update. All right. All right. Should we present her anything? Anything? Can't remember if they said I should present anything else to her. The letter, maybe.
What's this? A Sukumogami?
Sukumogami?
A yokai that inhabits objects that have been used for a really long time. The red demon and the Sukumogami. What a strange combination.
Is everything to her some new supernatural phenomenon? Alright, so that must be what she says right now if I show her something that doesn't matter. That door is going to lead to the Chamber of Secrets? I mean, in a manner of speaking, Omega, it kind of does. It's just not the Harry Potter one. Alright, well, I don't know if I need to ask her anything else, but let's go see if we can get in this room. Oh god, he's still here. Can we present this dude the key and get him to go the fuck out of my way? Or can I talk to him about anything? What if I present the key? Will he get the fuck out of the way? Justice needs backup sometimes too. So I don't mind you asking for help, but you should start by thinking things over yourself. After all, the road to justice starts with your own first step. Ha ha ha! You don't have any information to offer. You could just say so. Alright, so... in that case, not helpful. You know what I never did end up reading? Was the superstition book thing. I wanted to read that some more. Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Ah. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. Okay. That third one might matter later. Immediate departure. But alright, if he doesn't have anything else to say, and I can't do anything else here at the moment, I guess we're going to go out here and look for Mr. LaBelle. He's either going to be in the foyer or the garden. I'm going to go to the foyer and see if he's there. Okay, apparently he's not here. Okay, let's go to the garden then. Okay, not here either. Well, we can chat. Okay, well, let's chat with her for a second and see what she has to say. Any ideas?
So the crime scene was locked tight at the time. Ugh, so this is a tough one.
The only people in that locked room were the deceased, the alderman and the mayor.
Maybe the killer hid somewhere in that room.
But is there really anywhere to hide in the Fox Chamber? Trial?
That was quite a day in court. The news just can't stop talking about how the demon Tin Mataro made an appearance.
There's never an exorcist around when you need one.
Well, I heard the judge actually held an exorcism in his courtroom after that.
Good. Let's hope it's the last we'll see of that pain-in-the-neck yokai.
I don't know. I have a feeling Tin Mataro could exorcise an exorcist.
As an attorney defending a demon, I know exactly how that feels. Alright, I just figured I'd do that real quick. Okay, so... maybe I was supposed to present some more stuff to her real quick. Let's see. Nothing new conversationally, but let's see if we can present anything else to her that would help us learn anything. So the key didn't tell me anything. What if I present the superstitions? No. I'm just going to present everything. The letter. Oh, I already tried to do the letter, didn't I? The autopsy's probably not helpful, but I'll do it anyway. I'll just do everything. Fuck it. I can skip through the dialogue. It's fine.
I saw him, Tin Mataro. He nearly scared me to death.
Do you see a lot of monsters, Jinxie?
Uh-huh. In fact, I encountered the Sunakosuri this morning.
Sunakosuri? You know, I don't know that one. Tell me about it.
It's a mean little beast that trips you by bumping into your shins. I keep tripping all the time because of that pesky little thing. When it gets really bad, I stick Sunakosuri warding charms on my shins.
How about investing in some shin guards and watching your step instead? Damn. I thought we had the stick chime thing in our evidence, but apparently we don't.
Ah, that's the amazing Ninetails. He lives in the mountains right outside the village, but he often comes to visit.
Really? He doesn't sound very secret or reclusive to me.
Nah, he's not. In fact, he visits the village bathhouse all the time. No way, the amazing Ninetails goes to public bathhouses? Uh-huh. But like a true wrestling legend, he never takes his mask off.
He takes baths in his mask?
Uh-huh. And he also has a towel that says, "Wrestlers Wanted."
If I saw a naked masked guy with a message like that in his towel, I'd run the other way. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna keep presenting everything. Fuck it. Wait, Jinxie's a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetails. She'd probably freak out if I showed her this mask without the guy in it. Oh, okay. What are you thinking? It would crush her if she figured out her favorite wrestler's dead. Guess I'll spare her the grief, although she really could use a reality check. Wow. Okay. Jinxie, I wanted to show you this. Wait, Apollo, you can't show that to her. Having your father arrested was bad enough.
Huh? Did you say something?
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Never mind. Huh. Okay.
Alderman QB made that statue. It's a token of goodwill.
Okay, this might be something new.
I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale in Tenma.
A token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting.
Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing.
The cup portion is There's a cup. There was a broken cup on the ground.
The statue.
Son of a bitch.
Originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it?
It does not. Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tenma in the head.
That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the alderman and I. Now it's just me, but its symbol of goodwill will be forever etched in my mind.
Okay. So, Jinxie is now the only one who knows what the original looked like. Okay. Okay. That's interesting to know, actually. I should have showed her that earlier. I guess we did say we should show the statue to her because she might know about the whole goodwill thing. I guess I forgot about that. Sorry. I know we just talked to the mayor a minute ago, but I totally forgot. Anyway, so is there anything else we should know about Jinxie?
No. That's about it.
Uh-oh. Oh, she lying. My bracelet's... It's reacting. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be... In justice we trust! Oh my god.
Eek, a ghost!
Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested.
Are you here to ask about that whole yokai affair? That's right. Specifically, we want to ask... but I can't tell you that now, can I? Ha 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 ha!
Come on, please. We're partners in justice, right?
No. Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust.
The Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash. So, you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll, then?
Now, come along, Ms. Tenma. To the station with you.
Shit. He took her away. Missed my chance to see what she was lying about. Guess we'll have to do it when she's on the stand again. Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out. I just hope they let us in now. Alright, so now we're going to the chamber to figure it out. Oh, shit. Hold on. Probably going to get cut off at the pass by LaBelle, bitch. April 18th, QB Manor Garden. There he is. And why is your hair blue, Mr. Man? Are you trying to pretend it wasn't you all of a sudden? Your hair was not blue before. Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman. Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what. Oh yeah, before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter. Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyers, what do you want with me? Oh, there's something we wanted to ask. What the fuck? Where's that ringing coming from? I don't fucking know, but his shoulders are, sir, your shoulders are getting a call. This guy's insufferable, Tara. I mean, he is a dick. That is true. You'll have to excuse me. Wow, he's got a phone on each shoulder. That's hilarious. Hello, LaBelle here. What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones? Yes, about that. You must forgive me. This whole matter with the Mayor Tenma has been a complete nightmare. Where do you buy clothes like that? Surprise! This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty. Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me. You simply don't have an eye for beauty, do you? If having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind. So, what do you want with me? We gotta have a little chat about Tenma Taro, big homie. Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Tenma Taro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the foyer, why didn't you see... Ah! Very well, I admit it. That's right, I, Florent LaBelle, saw the demon Tenma Taro. So he did see something. Then why did you lie about not seeing him? I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie. Protect Jinxie? What do you mean? Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers. Which one are we talking about? The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenma Taro. That one's new to me. Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about a Tenma Taro sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect. Tell us more about that rumor. Yeah, tell us more. Rumor about Jinxie. Here we go. So, what was that rumor about Jinxie? They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly, and then when she starts wandering around doing strange things. Is that so? Although, come to think of it, that loathsome, no-good, nine-tailed fox, he shall know the terror that is mine in despair. That certainly would explain how she was acting earlier.
Once she even put on a Tenmataro costume and wandered around the woods at night.
She did? Wow. Cutscene. Okay. Wish I'd never asked. Does she remember anything while she's possessed?
Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes.
Memory loss during possession.
Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession.
Then maybe.
So you do understand. That whole yokai business was entirely of her own making.
Now wait a minute. Although, that yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene. Did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks for herself? Apollo, let's ask Mayor Tenba about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk to him.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Alright. So, the only thing I want to present to this guy is the letter, right? The blackmail letter, and see how he reacts. What is that?
It's the blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Alderman Cubey. It was sent to Mayor Tenma.
And? Your point being?
Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered.
Oh, you don't say.
You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So naturally you...
Perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes.
Or my eyes fall from their sockets.
Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place?
Well...
My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage.
You can't destroy evidence like that.
What do you mean, I can't? I just did. Feel a little lighter now?
You just want a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy.
Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know.
I guess that's it for now. So we got rid of our freaking letter?
He just made the list!
Alright, Chris Jericho.
Hello, LaBelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. And as the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to announce my good looks to the world.
Stop the bus. I'm getting off.
Everyone wants my exclusive Je suis LaBelle brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare.
You don't say.
Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants.
Peasants?
This is my latest product. I'm calling it Couleur Me LaBelle.
Couleur Me LaBelle? Color Me LaBelle?
A dazzling hair color that you can wash out with just water.
So wait, is his hair naturally blue or is it naturally blonde? I guess we'll find out. Guess that means you can't sweat.
I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads.
Yet it's not available to the public? Great sales strategy there, genius. Which means he's the only one who could have used it. Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, Your hair color's changed since the last time we met.
The little lady has quite the discerning eye. Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty.
Oh, Apollo, what should I do?
Better take it before you get a face full of cologne.
Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle.
Caloric LaBelle, to the court record. Also, what's up, chat? With just water. Yeah, you can clean it off with just water, dude. Super easy, chat. Super easy. But welcome in, sir. How you doing today? Anyway, hair color that washes out with water. It's Florent LaBelle's own brand and isn't available to the public, which means it's evidence to damn him for later, for sure, if he's the only one who had access to it. Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We still got to find the secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Alright, so nothing else to talk to your old bitch ass about. Let's just go to the Fox Chamber for now. We'll see if we can figure this out. April 18th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Anyway, you're doing swell, chat. Debating if you should stay up since you have now been released from nights. Awesome, bro. You work daytimes again? Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I know you were anticipating that, and I'm glad it happened. Good for you, man. Now we can hang out again. Feels like it's been hard to link up because of it, but now maybe we can hang out again. Alright, sorry. Just wiping my stupid ass nose being a bitch. Alright. Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber.
Ooh, this is so exciting. Can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killers entered the Forbidden Chamber? Or the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber?
We'll just have to open it to find out.
We should also see if there was anywhere the killer could have hidden this room. Okay, let's get started. Apparate, Apollo, apparate.
Apparate? Is that Spanish? I don't even know that word. It might be. Anyway, you did your last night shift and you go today starting next week? Bitchin', homie. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, so I guess we can examine this room. So, place to hide. I'm guessing... Apurate. Yeah, sorry. I was kind of being lazy with my pronunciation, DJ. I'm sorry. I know I didn't pronounce that right. I was like, apurate, apurate. 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 I didn't put on my full accent to pronounce that correctly. Anyway, I guess I'll examine the chair. I don't think we'll find anything else on this chair. Okay, table.
Maybe the killer hid under this table.
That would be a terrible hiding place. The alderman's body would have been right above.
Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait, there's something under the table.
Let's check it out. Oh, shit. What is it? What's under the table? Motherfucker. How are we going to not even notice this before? That's so stupid. Oh, my God. But anyway, apurate is Spanish for hurry the fuck up, huh? Apurate? I don't think I ever heard anybody use that. I'm trying to think of the one I heard people use before. Rapido. That usually just means fast. Quickly, rapido. All right. Anyway, look at this shit. Besides the cups, which apparently don't matter, this fucking piece to the statues under here. Hey, look, there's something down here.
It looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what?
Piece of shit. Andale, obviously. Andale, anda, arriba, arriba. You know, fucking, what do you call it? Speedy Gonzalez shit right there. Andale, andale. Anyway. Racist ass Speedy Gonzalez, but shit. Classic stuff. Anyway. Oh, I know. It might be a piece of the statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill.
So this piece broke off and rolled under the table?
Yeah, no shit. Fox and Demon statue updated in the court record. Okay, cool. So there's another piece that we found under the table. That might be important for later. Alright, anything else that's marked with the statue? There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door and the statues of him on either side. The way those two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. Can't be a coincidence, can it?
Hey, the statue moves!
Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap.
I can handle it. If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular karate kid.
Alright, Mr. Miyagi, or Mrs. Miyagi. I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything.
My daddy once cut a bullet with his bare hands.
Anyway, still. There might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in. The folding screen. I mean, you made it seem like that was important. Maybe I should check the other side. Oh, right. Rotation. You know what we never did? We never explored this side of the room. Before I do that, though, hold up. Let's finish exploring this side of the room since we never got the chance. Yeah, booby-trapped Indiana Jones style.
Look, trophies. Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman QB. The Amazing Ninetales, Yokai Division winner, Tenma Pro Wrestling Tournament.
Yokai Division? I didn't know you could have a division of one. Damn.
Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night.
No one's gonna hire a masked lawyer, Athena. You don't know that. For all you know, the next case we're gonna be doing is gonna be against a fucking lawyer who's a luchador. You don't know.
Doesn't this Tanuki statue remind you of the Manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch?
This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him.
Ooh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch.
Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know.
Way to waste a brilliant idea, Apollo.
Oh yeah, I wasted it. Yeah, that was my fault. My bad. Door? Better take a look behind this door, too. Oh, the doorknob's broken. Oh, look, the doorknob banged into the wall. Made a big dent, too. That wouldn't have happened if the killer had been hiding there.
Right. I guess that rules out the old hide behind the door trick.
Yeah, and the door fucking broke, too. Goddamn. Hold on. I want to check out this clock situation first.
Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there?
Unsteady and, restless.
That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test? My diagnosis? This strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool.
You're actually not that far off the mark. Damn. You'll be alright, Apollo. Alright, let's just go straight to this side of the room that we never really got a chance to look at. Let's check out this side of the door.
I just remembered this mystery novel I once read. The murder occurred in a locked room. And then a perpetrator made sure to hide behind the room's door when it was opened. Then when no one was looking, he made his escape.
Clever trick, but it would have been impossible in this case. See this broken Tanuki statue here? The door must have banged into it when it was opened.
Oh, I get it. The killer couldn't have been there because of the statue.
I don't know if that really confirmed that, but sure. Alright, well, I guess the position of which we were supposed to move these things is right here. They gotta be facing away from each other. Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well. Coinky Dink? I don't think so. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen.
But I don't see anything unusual about it.
Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in the front of the door.
Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn the whole place upside down.
She's excited, as excited as a kid in a candy store. Super excited. Okay, well, should we just try it? Still no keyhole, huh?
Not yet. Yeah, and the door won't budge, just like those spiky bangs of yours. Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam. I seriously doubt you could do that. How do you know if I haven't even tried yet? No, wait, don't. Ah! As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match. Alright, so I've examined everything, I guess. Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything, Apollo? We'll never find the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. You know how those fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move? That screen might be a clue to how we're supposed to position them or something. Just find the keyblade that will unlock the door, Omega? Right. That'll make it easier, right? Hey, I bet you're right. Let's go over that folding screen with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, I already did. It's literally... Oh my god. I guess we'll look at it again. On closer inspection, I think there's more to this screen than meets the eye. Let's check every last inch of it. Okay. I can rotate the folding screen. Oh, can you? If I spot anything of interest, I can press A on to inspect further. Okay. You can also zoom in and out with Y and B to get a better look. Now let's check every last inch of it. Okay. Well, there's little key markers and keyholes. It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's key. We're definitely getting warmer. Okay, let's take an even closer look. There's a keyhole. What's this? It looks like a keyhole or something. You think it could be the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber? Wait, what about the key? That key drawn on the end of the screen? You think the two are related? A key and a keyhole? That's crazy. They're related to each other? Keys and keyholes don't relate. Those are two entirely different things. A key and a keyhole? Ooh, I just got an idea. If we folded the screen up just right, the key and keyhole should overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Easy peasy, y'all. Boop and boop. And the door is open. Big fucking surprise. Keys and holes even. It's crazy. I know, right, chat? Anyway, look, a door. Yeah, and it's open too. The two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those fox statues face each other? What if? It's the hardest puzzle ever, dude. Apollo, let's go check out the two statues. Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other. Just like on that screen. And... Booyah, motherfucker. Look! A lock appeared. Now we can use that key. Okay, here goes nothing. It worked. Time to see why this chamber's so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? April 18th, QB Manor. Forbidden Chamber. Oh boy, what are we gonna see? Oh god. These doors need some serious oil. Ah! That was like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Wow. Just immediately, the most obvious shit you could have imagined. Feathers, some fucking hair, the hairspray shit, or whatever they call it, hair gel, the hair coloring shit. My god. Anyway, look, more feathers. Wow. Oh my god, that's terrifying right there, though. Eek! What the heck is that? Is that a Tenmataro statue? But there's something odd about it. All I know is I don't like it, but I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale.
You're not scared, are you?
What, this thing? Don't make me laugh.
Really? Hey, look.
What? What is it?
Over there on the left. There's a bunch of staves on the rack. They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier. There's one missing also.
You mean the one that Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro carrying?
Yeah, I bet our Tenmataro impersonator really did come in here at some point.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place.
Man, there is so much stuff in here that looks like there's so much evidence shit in here. I mean, the feathers, this shit. This is missing a fucking staff. There's a scroll here, which I think will probably end up having something. There's so much here. Also, the music here. Can you call it music, or is it just scary sounds? Here hath Tenmataro been imprisoned. A stone lantern?
Like those Japanese garden lamps? Where's the switch?
Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity, so there is no switch.
Oh, here it is.
What?
It was hidden out of sight.
I see. Tenmataro's cell has been outfitted with all the amenities a yokai could want. Wow. It even has light switches. I was actually trying to click on the grave, by the way. Or this whatever headstone thing. Looks like a gravestone or something.
It reads, here lies Tenmataro, age 80. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone.
Say it ain't so. Besides, that sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph if you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism.
I'm not scared.
Freak out central, right here, baby.
Cut it out, widget.
Denial is strong in this one. It's not just a river in Egypt, yo. Oh. Oh my god. The air duct comes out over here, too? I just saw that. Son of a bitch. Oh, look. There's an air vent here, too. Son of a bitch. I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. But I don't think anyone could reach this one either.
Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here. I wonder where this vent leads.
Well, the Fox Chambers vent didn't branch this way, so...
maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all.
Maybe. Maybe. But I'm not going to act like it doesn't at all. Let's look at the statue itself. Whoa, that's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Tenmataro has a staff. Okay, that could matter. But the Tenmataro in the scroll didn't have one.
I wonder why.
I feel like this could be significant, but why? Let's take a closer look. First, to go around this table here.
Ah, Apollo, you sure about that's a good idea?
Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue.
Don't open it! Who knows what might be in there?
Oh? It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a really long time.
That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and...
Wait, there is something in here. Looks like some sort of figure. But it's so dusty. I can't tell what it's supposed to be. I mean, it looks like a dude bent over a bucket, or whatever that's supposed to be, a well? I don't know. Wonder what it's doing here. Forbidden chamber figure. Added to the court record. Figure that has been left on the side of the Tenmataro statue. A thick layer of dust and dirt suggests it's been there for a long time. That is a weird picture. I don't even know what to even think about it, to be honest. Alright, well, nothing else to look at the statue. Alright, let's take a look at this staff situation. Alright. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here. And it looks like one's missing. The Tenmataro Jinxie saw must have taken it.
I'd have to agree. These look like the one Detective Fulbright showed us.
Why do you think there are so many here?
Maybe they're spares. Tenmataro might be, you know, absent-minded or something. But the fact that he has spare staves handy, well... it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it.
Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. Damn. But I won't hold my breath. Damn. Damn, Apollo. Damn. What did she do to you, bro? Like you ain't got your own faults, Apollo. Alright, let's examine these feathers. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the fox chamber. That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is, why? Maybe the Tenmataro costume was hidden in here. I mean, if someone carried it through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb. But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the forbidden chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten in here before the murder. Wow. This is one tough riddle, alright. Yeah, I'm not sure how it all went down yet, but maybe he could get in here via the vent somehow that we don't know yet. But alright, let's see. There's also this. This is the biggest damning piece of evidence in here, period. What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. And the fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long. Oh, it's hand cream! Let's see, what brand is it? Je suis Labelle! Labelle? What the? But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. Labelle was here? I guess so, but why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Tenmataro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at the time. In other words, the Tenmataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than... Florent Labelle! That summon a bitch. Like we didn't already know that. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow. Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma. Hand cream added to the courtroom. Okay, an item that was recently dropped in the Forbidden Chamber bears the Je suis Labelle logo. Indeed. Alright, last piece of evidence, or last thing to examine in here, I should say, is this scroll. What's this about? Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe? I'm just looking at it like... What am I looking at here? Huh. A monk? What are you talking about? I mean, I see the staff, but like... Is that what's important about this picture? I guess. You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't that just be a hiker? The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh, look, there's some yellow thing strapped to his back. I was thinking about that, too. Maybe the yellow thing is what got stolen out of the compartment, whatever that yellow thing's supposed to be. I'm going to go with yes, now that you're scrolling across the scroll. Whoa, it's turning into Tenmataro. Weird. What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Tenmataro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Guess that about wraps it up. What now? We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions in Tenmataro. Okay, then. I guess that's what we'll go do, then. Oh, Mr. Filch! He's probably in the foyer. April 18th, QB Manor. Foyer. All right, he was country guy. I was going to say, what was his voice? It's the curse! The curse! The curse of Tenmataro! Eek! You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your own business, will you? Ah! Youch. What's this, all this about a curse? Tenmataro's gonna curse us all unless you stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say. Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions? Huh? Hey, what are you doing with Widget around your neck? He's mine. You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that. Same goes for my bracelet. Wow, you took the bracelet and Widget so fast. Sorry. I promise I won't do it again. Crazy ass motherfucker.
He almost kidnapped my sweet little widget. The big jerk. I'm sorry. I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. An old raccoon dog? As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. Alright. So let's have a chat, sir. I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal widget? Ah! Yeah, mercy, mercy. I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins. Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean? Oh boy, here we go. Glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. Oh my god. Well, there you go. Anyway, it was probably an Inuyasha anime reference, you think? I have no idea. I've never watched Inuyasha myself. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. It's none other than the Azuki Kozo, robbed from the rich to give to the poor, he did. And he'd leave one of those figures at the scene of the crime. Okay, so your ancestor already stole whatever was in that compartment, and he left it at the scene of the crime. There you go. Confirmed. And it happened a long time ago because it was covered in, you know, rust and dirt and grime and shit. Interesting. What's more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpappy. Wow, you don't say. Kleptomania must be genetic, I guess. Thieves' honor. It's the honest truth. The sloshing sound of Azuki beans scrapping together in the dead of night. It's the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of money, giver outer of wealth reborn. Huh. Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit. Wait a second. This figure looks familiar. Yeah, no shit it does. Yes, it looks like just like that old Dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. Yeah, the Dusty old one. It must have been his grandfather who actually stole that shit a long time ago. Hey! What are you doing with that there figure? Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it'd been there practically forever. Could mean my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me there's treasure in that there chamber. Treasure? Yeah, and he already took it. Tell me about it. What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing in there? I didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't by any chance already steal it, did he? Seeing how there was once one of his figures in there, that just might be. Hey, that's Grandpappy for you. Bet he washed that treasure up real good before handing it out to the poor. Oh, of course, because he was so righteous. Okay. Well, we already made the connection about potentially his ancestor stealing it already. But what was it? Tenmataro's hiding. In court, you mentioned seeing Tenmataro near the scene of the crime. Sorry I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me. The people of Ninetails Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenmataro. Darn right! Them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell you. That's why I'm going to do exactly what they say from now on. So you plan on staying here in Ninetails Vale? Yep, I'm going to keep living right here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like a rule book to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in these old wives' tales? Ain't you been listening to a word I said? You're going to do exactly what them superstitions say. Well, I say that's baloney! Because the third one says, get the fuck out of town, big homie. Also, hey, Berserker's here. Anyway, if I keep starting this early, you might be able to catch more of these. Well, if I do stream this at all, Berserker, it'll be in early mornings on weekdays. So keep an eye out for that if you're going to want to watch. But yeah, welcome in, man. Glad to see you. Glad you could catch another one. We'll start working on the investigation of day 2 here.
But I don't know how much more we're going to be gathering, because holy crap, we've gathered so much stuff already. It's crazy. But anyway, here. Bologna, I say. Bologna. Bologna and cheese, motherfucker. It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village.
Ah.
So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetails Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now.
What?
I know you've been lying to me, boy. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch.
Yaps!
Damn, got him. Anyway, you start working the afternoons now so you can catch morning streams? Dope. Well, feel free to stop by even on non-Ace Attorney days. Although right now it's going to be Ace Attorney on most days until we get through it. I want to start my next RPG, but I've been working on an RPG off-stream time to kind of fill the gap on my YouTube. So when we actually have a good time frame to actually start my next stream RPG, I will. So anyway, yeah. Tenmataro sighting. Here we go. You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you?
Sorry, but I didn't have no choice.
So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tenmataro? You've been threatened, that's why.
It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro. Said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen.
So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence?
Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal.
So he says.
It was on account of that rumor, the one about her being possessed.
That rumor again, huh? I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about the possession rumor. That was the plan.
Ouch! Hey, watch it!
Filch superstition stolen by Phineas Filch. Oh, he took the superstitions? Wow, what a dick.
I'll be taking this back now. Kind of like family to me.
You could have just asked instead of stealing it, dickbag.
Was that all we wanted to ask Mr. Filch?
Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Tenmataro one more time, quote-unquote. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say, pass! Alright. This is straight up turning into some Scooby-Doo plot? Absolutely it is. Alright, let's head back to the detention center and have another chat. April 18th, detention center. Visitors room. Lord Tenma, your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence. Why are you speaking like that?
Oh, Mayor Tenma, you've returned.
Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me. Well, that's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time. So, what can I do for you today? We'd like to ask you about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. Ah. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least, that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh? Oh god. He's back!
Caw-caw! Caw-caw! No matches this warding charm for me!
Ah! The charm!
Tenmataro's back!
Wow, just popped off his forehead real fast.
Those foolish mortals! They shall regret blaming that charm for my doings!
I blew it. That question brought that yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. Well, here we go. How about that rumor, though? We'd like to ask you about something your aide Florent LaBelle mentioned. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed?
I know not of what you speak.
You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
I, Tenmataro, demon lord of the yokai, protect a mere mortal. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! No affections do I possess for your race of humans.
Please, we already proved that there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene.
But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name. But I have already told you, I know not of what you speak. I don't think we'll get anything more out of him. It's all over. It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence. Hey, Apollo. I think I got this one. I think I can prove that. I think I can prove that she didn't do it. Really? Sorry, I had to yawn. Sure, I should be able to use psychology to explain that whole possession thing. Knock yourself out, then. Wow, Athena's really something. I can really count on her when it counts. Okay, then. Are we gonna do it here right now? Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of somnambulism. Somnambulism. I've never heard this word in my life. Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking? Yes, I believe she is exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job at Ninetails Vale? When the child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night. I knew it. That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you. At least not on a conscious level. So then, the Tenmataro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie? Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter. Look, Tenmataro's spirit! It left the mayor's body. Oh, he's back to normal again, is he? Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma? Very well. It's the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you. Okay. Let's try that one more time, huh? Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you? I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt. I knew it! You suspect Florent is behind all this. But why? Did he really want Ninetails Vale that badly? Can you think of any reason why? Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenmataro for a spell. Ah, could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenmataro. That's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real? Whatever the case, Tenmataro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It's as the superstitions warn. You must not gaze upon him, nor free him from his prison. But how can people actually believe that? Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenmataro thing now. Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Absolutely. Your dinner's ready, your malevolence. Ah, an offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there. The kitchen crew poured their heart and soul into making it. Did they now? Souls happen to be my favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Wow. Yes, your malevolence. I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so why don't we go see Florent LaBelle next, now that we know the truth? He won't be able to claim that the Tenmataro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore. But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him? We aren't. Not without some courtroom situations. April 18th, QB Manor, foyer. Okay, now let's practice that again, Filchy, from the top. Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when we, heard a scream, heck, what was the next part again? Also, his hair's more purple than blue now, right? I'm not tripping. His hair was way more blue earlier. Anyway. You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 30th time, you know. Now 100 times more and we're done. What on earth are they practicing? His lies? Oh, I ain't cut out for this. Whoops-a-daisy.
Oh,
Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all this practice. Yipes!
unbelievable. What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours?
Did Filch LaBelle's wallet just now? Damn, got him. So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo?
Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? Pfft, you peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me?
Your confession to being the Ten Mataro imposter would be a nice right about now. Absolutely. His hair just does that? Well, we know why his hair does that now, Berserker. So it's just interesting to see his hair changing colors randomly now. Taro's true identity. Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had. And about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Ten Mataro.
Filchy, you fool!
Pipes!
I told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth.
So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle?
Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course.
But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Ten Mataro.
Interesting, but where are you going with this?
Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Ten Mataro.
Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Ten Mataro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right. Mr. LaBelle even told me Ten Mataro was a jinx, so why would he?
I said Ten Mataro was Jinxie, you fool. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 more times.
Yipes. So, have you been called to testify tomorrow?
Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then.
Oh, I'll be waiting. With a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you, bitch face.
Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones.
Huh? What? Was I sleeping? Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, it did.
Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
Oh, I'm begging you, not another lesson. I ain't cut out for you this thinking and remembering stuff. Ah! Right up the schnozola.
Keep quiet and do exactly as I say.
No, please. Anything but another lesson. No, Daddy, no. There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We better go clear that up before tomorrow. You think they're done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane shopping for some more charms. Alright, hopefully this is the last bit of this, because holy crap. What a long investigation section this has been. Longer than I expected, for sure. April 18th, Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. Accursed Ninetail Fox! Time for the settling the score is nigh! My grudge has but festered over time. At last, vengeance will be mine. She must be possessed, sleepwalking again. Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead. Psst, Jinxie. Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charms must have fallen off again. Whew. Guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel. Are they done questioning you, you Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released. It's a special edition charm. Only 1 out of 100 was made. I'd totally sell it on eBay later. Yeah? Which one? Oh, the one with the Nine-Tailed Fox and Ten Mataro. It shows them dancing together. Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together? Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges.
Oh, right, for the municipal merger issue.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning.
We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited debate. It's what we lawyers... Ah!
No fighting.
Charm slapped again.
Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about.
Yeah, because I'm totally playing. Yep. Anyway, what do you remember, girl? Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important?
Eek, like what?
Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time.
Eek. When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman Cupid were collapsed in the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair.
Okay. I knew it. She's holding something back. Time to do some of this. Time to do some of this. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair. Looking at her face first. Listen again. What else could be? Maybe this hand? Listen again. Did she do anything with this finger? Okay, wait. Her finger was moving in the first part, right? Also, we have too many clues, FML? Nah. Yeah, see, that thing is moving. Let's go ahead and do it right there. Confirm.
Gotcha.
You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? Meaning he said more things. I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm.
Huh?
Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you?
It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else?
Eek! How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers.
Well, maybe my bracelet's possessed by a yokai. You don't know. Now tell me what you actually remember, goddammit. No lies. No holding back.
Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Could you be a little more specific? Is there a chance that the person who talked to her wasn't her dad at all? It was LaBelle. Anyway, let's see. Because of the hair color thing. One could say my bracelet is now a yokai watch, but oh my god. 2 yokai watch jokes in the same fucking case, Berserker? You mad lad. You mad lad. What are we gonna do with you? With your jokes and such. Anyway, could you be a little more specific there, Jinxie?
Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman Cupid."
He said what?
The mayor actually confessed to the crime?
Uh-oh.
But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare.
A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we going to do now? We're super fucked now. Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair.
Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession? I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer.
Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming or simply delirious?
Who knows, but I sure feel like I'm living a nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight till Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie's been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to be in prison to go into prison if we don't do something.
I know. Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman Cuby and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox chamber.
But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well.
Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation.
Our mystery person must have then fled the Fox chamber when it was opened. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenma Taro. But Papa and the Alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else.
What's going on here? LaBelle's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime?
Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenma Taro Florent LaBelle.
Right. We'll get him with the legal exorcism, justice style. Hell yeah. Well, that was a long-ass investigation section. God damn. Well, who's ready for the most likely conclusion to this case? I know I'm ready. God damn. I'll make a new save, but we got a hell of a lot more evidence and information and stuff that we got to debunk, re-debunk again. Can't wait for that. Let's get into it.